This is a different thing, guys. Mist, you come over here.
Hello.
Look at that. That's Mist. That's who you guys think is a girl. Uh, that's what he looks like. I don't know where to put the camera because no, it is a girl. He's actually a girl. You guys just don't know it yet. I want to put it over here. I think that's better, right? Is it? Chat, you tell me, because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the Mist face reveal. Can you believe that, guys? Doesn't he look, isn't he a hottie?
I'm a hottie with a body. Jesus. Okay, so you said
I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you.
that. Okay.
So,
So we're doing
this,
what's that?
because this,
What's
I'm
this?
just editing the, you're like my secondary streamer today, so you're gonna be doing, you get to see what my life is like. It's not that cool. Oh, zoom, what happens if we max? It's actually, oh my god, you gay fag. Alright, I don't know what we're doing anymore. Okay, well you can start us off because you know the most about this.
Oh yes, the JFK assassination. Okay, so where do I start off?
Bro, I don't know. You
Okay,
know?
can they hear me?
Chat, can you guys hear us? I don't know if
Can
my
you
mic
guys
is
hear
this
us?
good. Yes! Nightbot works. Let's go.
Alright, okay, so
I'm
let's
more
start
happy
off.
when I got a girlfriend for the first time. And she left me a few minutes later.
R.I.P. So let's start off with 1963. He was killed in his seat. So the first thing I want to talk about is the route. The route that they actually went on. No. The route that they went on. Apparently, there was over 20,000 windows across the route, and the FBI agents.
You guys are dickheads. Making my life difficult. Okay, there we go. That might be better. That might be better. That might be better. Turn music down, turn volume up. I got you.
There we go. I think
Is that better?
Okay, wait. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, they can hear me.
Can you hear the little girl?
Fuck you.
Music can be louder if I just look.
How the fuck is this? One sec. I'm a schmool boy. Very
We know.
schmool.
We know you're small.
I know.
That's why you're bullied.
Yeah.
Alright, there. If this isn't good. No, I was calling him. Music is as low as possible. How about now? 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 Perfect now? Yeah, you can get surgeons. You guys want neck surgery? We're not in a call, Darklight.
No, this is me IRL.
This is actually what Mist looks like.
Yes. Very good.
What is Interstellar music?
This is Interstellar.
Criticize Mist for this, not me.
Well, I wanted some fucking spooky music. I don't know.
You should throw the Interstellar mix on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Ugly
good.
Kid, you always have good music choices.
Okay. Jazz.
I'm
For
gonna
the-
get so copyrighted.
Yeah, that's my point exactly.
I got you. You guys can hear my keys. This is what I sound like. I'm actually a keyboard chat. I know it's really hard to take in at first. Alright, 528
6 hours.
hertz.
Fucking hell.
Good. Well, we can't call you because if we can't call you, the Mist can't hear you and I can't hear you. You know what? No music. No music. You guys do this to yourselves. Okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna to myself. Not me. So you know the route.
Yeah, so it was in Texas. Is this better? Cunt.
I don't have. I could throw. Alright. Alright. So, apparently you guys can't hear me. Alright? Can't hear me. Is Hydro will get his mod back soon. Baby Hydro, because you're still stuck in You're still unmodded. That's gonna last a bit. I'm gonna
More
plug
than a
in.
bit.
I'm gonna plug in my studio mic, and we'll see how this goes. All right?
Oh, okay.
It's okay, Nylon. Don't worry. Love you. Oh, hey, Skeep. I got swatted. You know, like shoot something.
That's good. You do get swatted.
Huh?
What?
You gonna get swatted?
Hopefully, so I can
You
die.
Get swatted? Career, man. Why the fuck do I do this for a living?
Yeah, we're getting one loser.
Getting my alt
Fat,
title?
scraggly cunt.
Is that your new best insult?
Yeah, I
Alright.
love that insult.
I can tell. You really do.
I use it all the time whenever we're playing.
God damn it, loser! I use my headset mic on streams. It's just more toxic than my own streams. My stream's already toxic. All right, how's this? Because like it's
That
literally
seems great.
it's going off the charts.
Yeah.
It's literally going off the charts.
Hello. Let's save this.
This is so uncomfortable. We're not prepared. We didn't
We
prepare.
didn't fucking prepare at all. Mist, your voice doesn't match your voice.
It's on a good mic this time.
That's because it's on an actual mic,
And not like
not a.
My Little Pony headset. I'm gonna do this to you. All right, there. Is that good?
Better?
You know what I could do, chat? I can clap. Oh my god. You dick. You dick. You're an actual dick. You're
Dude, I'm
actually
done.
bad.
I
No, you're actually not
I
a good
love this
No, you're
job.
not a good person. You're
I
not a
love
good
this
person.
fucking job. This has turned from conspiracy theories to fuck you guys.
See why I do this? This is why I do
This
this.
is amazing.
Look at how white we are, okay? I want to point this out.
I want to point how white I am. First of all, look at this shit. Look at this. You can't tell the difference between paint and my skin. It's unbearable.
Look
how
at
bad
how
it
white
is.
this kid is. Like, actually, though.
Yes.
I mean, ready?
Very.
Guys, ready to see a white boy? This is what we look like. You see me? Look at how white I am. And now look at how white he is. He's whiter than I am. That's an achievement. Look at this. Oh, my hair's messed up. There we go.
So fucking.
I look even worse now. Yeah. I feel like a noob streamer for some reason right now.
That's because I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't stream at all.
No, this is
Shithead
my
is.
this is my house. This is where I live. This
Yeah.
is where I live. This is my room.
That's his room. I live over there. I think
He lives far away.
I live like 20 minutes away.
You live far away.
20 minutes away.
Far away.
20 minutes.
I'm saying far away.
Okay. We're going far
Okay.
away. Anyways, back to the actual title of this video.
Did you guys read the description yet?
Oh, fuck off, Dark Light, you fat cunt. Jesus. Fuck you.
You should move over, man, because I'm like taking up the whole. Ow,
You could just do
fuck.
this.
We've done that before. You know where it brought us? Here. Perfect.
There we go. Still not fucking
I-
shot, dude. I think I almost stepped
He's too weak to lift
on
the chair.
it. Fuck off. Okay, I can't stream for shit. Well, I can stream.
Whiter than white.
Thank Ugly Kid. You know what? You're a great person. Darklight, you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. Alright, legitimately though, he knows the route. I don't know the route.
Yeah, so I know the route. 20,000 windows. FBI didn't bother to like cover any of the windows because they didn't have enough men to cover any of them. So I'm saying that the FBI was involved to get rid of Kennedy so the mayor of Texas could become the next president, who was involved in illegal politics. Fuck you, kid, you're adopted.
Darklight.
I'm not even fucking adopted. Dark Light,
I,
Roblox looking fucking ass. Dude, this is just a roast session for me. This is a roast session. This is a roast session. This is a roast session, isn't it? This is a fucking roast session. Give me one god fucking second. One goddamn second. Okay.
This is why Miss never streams.
This is why I don't fucking. This is why I don't fucking
You guys
stream.
want to know why Miss doesn't have a face cam? It's because of this. This is
I
why Miss
don't
doesn't have a face cam.
Yeah, I don't use goddamn face cams. I just play. I play. I'm a report. Thank you, Skeep Jeep. Thank you. I give you 100% approval.
All right, so before JFK was assassinated, he leaked a plot a week before his assassination.
Missed.
Missed. You have to learn to ignore the chat, man.
Okay.
Why do you think I never responded then?
You're right. Okay. Fuck
I
you
never
guys. You're out of my
respond to any
life.
of them.
All right.
And so, Baby Hydra, don't worry about it. God damn.
Okay.
I get toxicity. You guys are giving him like level 12 toxicity.
Yeah. The reason you can't join me and my brother is because, well, he doesn't fucking like you.
Does he not?
No, he fucking hates it. And I'm like, oh yeah, let him join. My brother's like, no, please. So I ain't being a bitch.
So a week before JFK's assassination, he exposed a plot in the American, I think it was what, like something, Constitution something. Can we talk about Belle Delphine bathwater? Yeah, we can talk about that.
I'm gonna fucking ban you, Hydra. Okay, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm out. You're fucking canceled.
I'll read it for him.
Okay.
Painter, give me the white paint. Helper gives Painter mist. We don't like him, but we actually like him a lot. That's why he's an integral part of the channel. He's actually a cool person. He's just bullied for being really white.
Yeah. Even in school.
In school, we threw him out a window once.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember that.
Did we actually?
Yes.
I was just making that up. Did we actually throw him
No,
out a
yes,
window?
you fucking threw me out a door. Remember that shit? No, you all fucking grabbed me, yeeted me across the door in the cafeteria. You remember that outside?
I wasn't a part of that.
Whoever the fuck? No, it was Chris, Logan, Aiden, and I forgot who else. You've talked to him, dumbass. You were in the same call, and during that entire time, he didn't talk. Because he didn't like you.
Plot, slavery. No, don't worry of it. Huh. Strange.
You know what? I forgive you, Karma.
So,
I forgive you.
before JFK was assassinated, he exposed a plot saying, there's a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman, child, and before I leave, it is... Fuck these ads, man. You know what? Screw this. I hate this. Before I leave... He just wanted to mainly say there's a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child. And... Excuse me. You don't even know him? How do you not even know JFK, you dipshit? And so he was assassinated, so many people think he was assassinated because he was coming forward with the plot to enslave all of U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they were going to do with us
So,
because this never happened.
Let's talk about not the reason behind the shooting, but who and how many bullets were fired.
How many were fired?
There was actually 3 bullets caught on tape.
But there were only 2 that entered his body? Or
Yeah.
All 3 entered his body?
So, and there's this also... I don't know, okay?
Or you're toxic.
Basically... Oh my fucking god.
Baby Hydra, we're not talking about Miss Brother anymore. You
We're
sound
not
like...
talking about Adam anymore, okay? He's... Just
I'm the dumbass?
fucking ban him.
No, I'm not banning him. Just watch... Let's talk about how cute Cobra and Mist are.
Oh, thanks.
I'm your side hoe, man. You can't say that. What if your girlfriend's here?
Yeah.
Or your boyfriend?
I don't have one.
Like, I know I'm cute, but keep it on the low.
I'm 15. God. Fuck. Dude, again. Fucking again, dude. I'm done with this stream, man. We're turning off this fucking face cam.
At least you don't have to put up with it. You're not the one who streams it every day.
I don't
You don't have to
fucking
put up
stream.
with it. What were
Anyways.
you saying about the shooting, though?
Okay, so there were technically 3. Well, yeah, no shit.
So am I.
Yeah, so is he.
Yeah, I can't get girls. Well, I did, and then I was catfished since March.
By the cunt Serenity. What?
No lie though. Like, genuinely.
Someone's abusing me. 50-year-old fat cunt.
Toxic. Mist is a big boy. He's only a big boy when he's with you, Skeep. That's when he's a big boy. Until then, he's, you know.
A little boy.
He's like the kid that you kidnap from the zoo in a wheel.
I'm a
stroller.
fucking toxic cunt.
You know, like those kids you find in the zoo.
I'm
and
not
they're
a
just
virgin.
like they're just left. Fuck you, Hydra. You can actually fuck off now.
I imagine.
Did you get sucked off or
Hydra,
something?
I imagine.
Did you get like sucked off?
Yeah, like the first inch.
I mean, look, we don't know how many inches were left after the first.
Oh. Hey, loser. How's it going?
Can you believe this is what Mist looks like? Like, let's take a minute from the conspiracy theories and toxicity towards him and look at what he looks like.
Yeah.
He's the kid in the stroller you find at a zoo that you like sort of wheel around, and then the parents go to get the tacos from like the bullshit taco shack. They leave their kid by the monkeys, and then the monkeys grab the stroller and they look inside and they like see the baby and they just start shaking him up and down.
I probably actually have ADHD and dyslexia. Thank you. I take
No, but
pride
how
in being
many-
a
how
virgin,
many
so I don't
bullets-
fuck a thought.
I don't even have a thought to fuck. So
It's good. Anyway, okay. Let's actually focus on the main picture. The assassination. A better Misha? No. Oh my fucking...
hey Google, who's Misha?
He's the kid. He's the Russian cunt.
Misha is actually 4 inches taller than Mist.
Who fuck Misha?
Misha Collins.
That's a completely different Misha. Are you talking about the Russian kid?
Oh, please don't spam. You're gonna lose your mod just like Baby Hydro did. He's gonna get his mod. By the way, Baby Hydro, I get your mod back tomorrow. Can I zoom in Google? Yeah, I can zoom in on Google. He hasn't spammed like absurdly yet. Cyberbully? Bro, you sound like every single one of our teachers. Cyberbullying is not allowed. Cyberbullying's actually bad. You can't cyberbully, bitch. Turn off the screen and block the person. Make your life easy.
Anyways, let's get back to this. So it was Lee Harvey Oswald, and in his
It's not clickbait. It's legit. Trying to
Conspiracy
do it. We've
theory.
been trying to do it for the past
Yeah.
23 minutes
But
and
y'all
1 second.
just keep fucking,
You guys keep roasting him because you've never seen him before.
roasting me. Even though I did one stream where I had my face cam on, but it was like 3 pixels.
Every time I laugh, I sound like Shrek just had dope.
And you guys even have my Instagram.
Do you?
No, wait, no, I don't.
Oh.
I'm not.
By
Do
the
they even
way,
know my real name?
If you guys want to see what...
Thank you.
If
for
you
letting us do this.
guys want to see Mist's actual Instagram, by the way, I'm just going to plug it real quick.
You just plug it.
Yeah, of
honestly.
course I'm
I
going to
don't
plug it,
care.
bro. Well, I mean, I'm going to plug my Instagram. I meant to say me. I'll plug yours in a minute, though. All right, you go ahead. Tell your thing.
Okay, so killer/shooter that they found, the actual culprit, was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Just ignore the chat. Just fucking ignore the
Okay, I
chat.
can't-
Ignore the chat.
Okay. So Lee Harvey Oswald, and in his place, what are you doing?
I'm moving the chat so you
Thank you.
stop looking at it.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, in his place of the shooting where he shot Kennedy from, 3 bullets were found, but the film that was captured on that day, I think it's called a Zapruder film or something like that. It showed a stray mark of a bullet fired, and in the background you can see like a little bit of fog/mist.
What do you mean?
You know, like gunpowder
Yeah?
behind a bush.
So they're suggesting that it came from a different angle?
They're saying that it came from a second shooter. Even though 3 bullets were fired, it could have came from the second shooter due to the fact that there was a stray bullet mark that was impossible for the bullet to be if Lee Harvey Oswald was at that angle that he was at.
But did they like? Is it possible that when his body fell, they didn't have it in the correct position when they put it in the autopsy? Because the angle of trajectory changed based on your positioning. Because the only way they could actually find out the legitimate spot is because if he was in the car in the exact spot that he was shot, and they could calculate from there.
Well, yeah, because
each sighting.
The second bullet was believed to be the magic bullet, and basically what a magic bullet is, it is basically a bullet that goes through someone, but it stays completely intact. Like, nothing about its shape changes. And so there's a theory that it enters his neck, goes down, leaves his
lung?
No, goes underneath his right nipple.
It's so weird to say it like
It's so weird. And then it goes into the... I forgot who the guy was. Who was ever sitting in front of Kennedy, it goes through...
His driver?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the driver. It was the dude next to the driver, passenger. And he was hit in the shoulder, and that exited through his kneecap, and then out. And from... Yeah, you can change that. It's not on mine.
Well, it has to be because I will find it.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll rewatch this. Quality is so bad. So hold up. I'm just gonna put the quality. Oh, so it's 360p max. I'm just going to put it lower, and then. So my question is, why did he look at him and draw his head down? Because if you look immediately after, and you see the bullet come in, it went straight into his face, right? Because this guy next to him, or his wife, right?
Yeah, his wife.
His wife is sitting next to him, and he was sitting upright.
Yeah, he was sitting like this in the seat. So this guy right here was at a lower angle on his seat.
Yeah.
And so his head was higher. So that was the reason for the magic bullet.
So if we play through though, and if we go here, this is when he is prompted to lean his head down.
Yeah.
Because you can see from this frame to this frame, it goes down, right? And then right after, that's when you can see the bullet come through.
Yeah.
And then it enters straight through his skull.
No, his neck. And just through the back of his spine. That's his skull. Look.
No, watch the... So the blood... So since it went in this way, the blood spurts out this way, and the bullet travels through the other way. It didn't go through his neck.
Was it?
No, it couldn't have gone through his neck, see?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, I know.
Isn't this like...
He got shot. Of course that's why he went down. He got shot. I like how viewers went up after we actually start talking about the theory. That's cool.
Yeah. So
that's like... And also, before it was released, it was actually... Because I'm just reading the top of this. It was kept for 12 years. So that means within the 12-year time span that the video was kept, they could have altered it with their... I don't know, what year is this? 70s? Right?
Yeah, 70s.
70s. They could have used some sort of cutting technology to edit it. So
I'm also saying that there was another film, and it showed
by the way, we're gonna get some 9/11 in a bit, so I know a lot of people love that.
Yeah, my favorite. Basically there was a second film,
right?
And this film showed a different angle. And there was this one man. There was only one guy at the entire rally that had an umbrella.
Right.
And not only there was no rain. There was no indication of rain.
Right.
On that day.
It was just sunny. It was completely sunny.
Yeah, it was the only guy with an umbrella, and it was a black umbrella, and he had a top hat, and he was a black suit. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking there were 3 people involved in it: Lee Harvey Oswald, another shooter, and the umbrella man.
So black hat oriented the 2 positions
He knew the signal and when to fire.
So
That's
ignore this. That's not a legit thing. The Men in Black actual. Of course, I can't even see it. I hate this.
Yeah, just do Men in Black Kennedy.
Hold up. Men in Black Blue Book. There we go. So Men in Black, I know a lot of people don't believe them, right? Conspiracy theory. But like legitimately they're people. And this was featured in a UFO case. They are specialized government personnel. That includes, if you believe in extraterrestrials, they're extraterrestrials who participate in U.S. government affairs, and they basically monitor the world, and they act on behalf of secret societies. And by doing that, they basically steer which way the world's history goes and which way the events turn through time. So it's not like a thing where it's just, okay, the event coincidentally happened. Everything is planned out. And if you look at it, because I've done some research myself, every, 18 years?
Yeah,
18 years, there's a massive world event. Think of it, World War One, and then immediately after 1932 comes around. That's when Nazism began. It wasn't so strong. That's when it began.
And then
32.
Vietnam in 63.
And then 1950 is when the Cold War began, 18 years later. And 18 years after that...
Vietnam War ended.
That was, 64? 68, right?
Yeah, 68.
68, and then that's also when the rocket launch was. 18 years after that, Desert Storm. 18 years after that, November 11th. And then 18 years after that, I assume Trump will be assassinated next. Because 18 years is literally 2019. And 18 years exactly after September 11th will be September 11th, 2019.
No. It's the Area 51 raid.
Well, that's on the 23rd. But yeah, it could be pushed. I mean, so...
Think about it.
Because all of these things... Because think of it, the Area 51 thing got more media attention immediately after it was released than anything else. You don't get that much attention if it's not, sponsored or leaked through a ton of stuff. It's baffling. But Men in Black basically steer world events through time and over a course of exactly implemented
and it's weird.
time zones.
The only time...
I'll move the headset, we don't need it.
Yeah. And this isn't... Okay. The only time that the Men in Black were technically in use were in the 50s and the 60s. Coincidentally, that's when JFK was technically around.
Yeah.
And during the Vietnam War, and when everything was leaked about him and his affair and all that. So, I'm saying that the Men in Black were created by a secret FBI part of the government that wasn't known to even the normal FBI, and that they're people who are extremely secretive, and they only go and they're known for like the future or something like that. Because if they depict like, UFO, everything about that.
I'm just editing the face cam, don't worry.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's weird that in the...
I know, we're so cute.
I know. Ooh.
Okay, that's gay.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's weird that only in the 50s and 60s there's real evidence.
Yeah, and then after that...
But after that, it was completely dark. So I'm situating that Men in Black will go to people who come to Area 51 and kind of
discuss stuff with them, or
yeah,
what?
Not necessarily discuss, but think right now.
What the fuck is that? I didn't know I had that panel there. Okay, that's cool. All right.
It's credits.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, and it's more of them getting either just kind of their mind being erased.
Well, I mean, that's possible. We have the technology, literally.
We have the
If you
technology.
guys want to know how that works, they put a cap on your head and then they supply an actual charge. And that charge targets a certain part of the brain which controls memory, and it literally erases it completely. And by the way, JJ, nice to see you again, man. It's been a while indeed. Welcome to the stream. But, like, not many people know about the events because some of the events are just...
Cover-ups.
They're censored, right? And
some things are cover-ups.
And a lot of the events, because the general public doesn't look at shit, like, at all. Because I mean, look at our generation, guys. Honestly, do we care about much? No. Like, let's be real here. Not much of us, not much of us care. Don't read Dark Knight's comment. But if you think of it, so many of these events, say the Twin Towers, say JFK, say Cold War, they're all so perfectly orchestrated, and they're all so perfect for that time for something to change. It just raises the question of, is it like legit, or is there actually a force guiding? For instance, the Illuminati, right? I have context, I won't lie about it. The Illuminati has access to certain things, and because of that, they are able to steer certain events in certain ways, right? So it's just interesting to see how everything exactly works out. Nylon, bro. I know. Don't be toxic towards Mist. He's trying to do his job as well as I am.
Please.
Look at him, he's begging. But it's all, it's all like what your perspective is as a whole. By the way, just for a little poll, do you guys like this type of stream? Is this do you guys like this? Because we'll do more. I love doing these. These are fun. We could have Mist over once a week to do this.
Oh, okay, why not?
Mafia? Do you want us to talk about the Mafia?
We'll talk about the Mafia after 9/11.
Do you want to do 9/11 now, or do you want to stay on this?
No, we'll stay on this for a little bit more until we figure out like some. I don't know what. It feels weird that I feel like someone hired. What's his name? Fuck.
I don't know.
The guy something Lee Osborne.
Well, it could have been easily.
Because if we take a look at the time frame, 1961 and 1963. That here, once you're done with that.
I'm just putting it back together.
Okay. And if we look at these are the Vietnam War. So if we look at the Vietnam War.
Well, he was
1955 to
JFK. Did JFK want the Vietnam? I don't think. No, he did, right?
Yeah, he wanted the Vietnam War.
The
So I'm thinking a higher rank official in Vietnam that hired Osborne to kill JFK, so that way they would have a done deal on winning the Vietnam War. Although I wouldn't say it's a victory for the U.S. or the Vietnams.
It wasn't a victory at all.
I'd say it was more of a stalemate. Even today, there's still a stalemate due to the fact that I don't know. It's weird.
So, like, I mean, it's possible because Vietnam, America's go-to is always, we want to stop communism. Like, even today, we're still bitches about it. But it's always stop communism. Communism in theory, I'm not a communist, but communism in theory works, but in practice doesn't, and that's because of how it's arranged. But, like, if you think about it, Vietnam and China wanted to merge, they wanted communism, but the U.S. instilled a dictator in Vietnam and told everyone to follow him, but the Vietnamese didn't want to, so they revolted, right? But then if you go back to the point of the assassination, I know it doesn't make sense, I haven't thought about it, but if you go back to the point of the assassination, right? There could have been a plot by the Americans and the Vietnamese to get JFK out of office. Because, I mean, I don't know much about presidency, because I don't focus on it, but a lot of presidents, when they have proposed new plans, all of a sudden it just goes dark. New plans that the government doesn't like, everything just goes dark immediately, it stops, it's just strange, it's weird. So it's just strange to think, like, why are all of these mouses on the left screen, I think? Yeah, it's on the right screen.
Oh, there, okay.
It's just strange to think, like, why is it that in all these perfect time frames, when something needs to change, it changes, right? It can't be, like, coincidental. Because if it was coincidental, it wouldn't be like that. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. Because coincidence doesn't happen in 18-year time frames, and they're perfectly planned out 18-year time frames.
Yeah, you can see right here. Umbrella.
So,
no.
if you guys have heard of Project Blue Book, there were the... what were they called? The Men in Black, and they are a legitimate thing. They worked in lieu with the U.S. government and secret societies, and what they did is they actually made sure that the people who worked on Project Blue Book did not leak too much information to those around them, nor did they participate with people who were important in other governments. And because of that, it was because if they knew they were doing these participations and allegiances and leaks of all these different, if all this UFO information, then it would cause massive outbreak and possibly be a national security threat, because it would send humans into a state of fear over learning that alien life exists. So, I mean, it's just interesting to think, you know? I mean,
Okay.
I could...
So I'm gonna look up something real quick because I just almost fucking cried over this. So this is the original Zapruder guy right here, the Zapruder, the one who filmed it, Zapruder.
Right.
And this is a different film, different picture, different film guy. And I don't know if it's me, but aren't there like multiple heads back here?
So,
And why does it look like this one is the most definitive out of all of them? And in this film, they say something around that area. Yeah, look at it. Hey, see it?
well, if you see back there, there's one person looking this way, and if you trace his eyes directly over, it goes straight to him. And then in here, if you have this guy, he's looking straight at the van, but strangely enough, this guy's looking forward straight at the camera. So if you think of it, right?
And he's
All right.
the umbrella man.
Ugly, thank you for stopping by the
This
stream, by the
guy's
way.
the umbrella
Nice
man.
seeing you here. So what's interesting to think is why exactly. And if you look here, you see a definitive black suited man, blacked out face, completely blacked out. But if you look at these men, they are not blacked out. You can see all of their faces except for him and him and
Yeah.
him. But all of these faces in the back corners, they're all blacked out. And if you look at the slouch position, usually a slouch is where you don't want people to know what you're doing, and it's just a common, I don't want to be spoken to, no one speaks to you, because it's like depressing or something. So what's interesting to think about is why would he be slouched? And if you look at this corner, I just realized this. I don't know how well you guys can see this on stream, but if you look right here, you can actually see the outcropping perfectly of a person. I'm going to pull up Photoshop real quick and just let me tinker with this and show you guys what I'm talking about.
There's
Yeah,
the thumbnail,
you
guys.
guys can see what I work on. This is what I do in my free time, by the way. No, but for real though. So if we look at Control V, so here I will show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Sorry for my edits. All right.
Is it me or does the tree look like it's been cropped?
I don't know, but if you guys look right here, and I'm not trying to BS you. I've actually never noticed this in my life. If you look right here,
Oh, jeez, skeep jeep. Fucking hell.
what's he saying? Do conspiracy on Chuck E. Cheese. Bet. So for real though, if you look right here, and we take this out, and I make my background white somehow.
Oh
because-
fuck yeah.
So if you look
guys
at
can,
that-
if you guys can see the man.
That's so if you look right here, this is an arm. Right here, this is a pocket. This is the pocket of the arm. This is the head. I'm not even shitting you. I've never seen this in my life. That's
I just
insane.
love a random image.
And if you look at this, you see the hand in the pocket. Within that pocket, you see the reason that it's shaded like that is because there's some sort of object within the pocket that shows what's there. So what's interesting about that is that this object seems, if we put it in scale, it seems like the perfect size of a gun, right? Because if you look at that, it's perfect size of a hand pistol in a jacket
Yeah.
pocket. So
But
I mean,
there
it's
was no hand pistol.
could have been. It could have been because what if the original plan went wrong? So what they did, in lieu of that, I zoomed in all the way, man. I can't zoom in anymore. I literally
you'll still
can't
have to
zoom in.
Get the picture yourself.
I can actually link them. I will link you guys to the picture right here.
Yeah.
Let me link you. If you guys want to see the picture for yourself, look right there. And I will actually do this again because I realized I could make it better.
Yes.
Wrong button. Bloody hell. So there's two men that Mist and I are currently talking about. And the first man is, where's my little ellipse? Fill, nothing. We want the stroke to be red and make it as big as possible. So the first guy is right here, right? I did not want that. I'm so sped, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's make that like. So the bloody hell. This is why I'm not an editor. All right, this is why I'm not an editor. So right there, you see the first man. That's the first guy, right? But I don't know how, I don't know if you guys can see this. Here, this is what I'm talking about. Right there, I will zoom in as much as possible. That's actually insane.
Yeah.
This is really hard to see. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, even in just like
even
real
for
life,
us, it's hard.
cool.
So right there, I think you guys can see a man. Right? I think you guys can see a man. I do not know for sure. Yeah, you can see that outcropping.
Yeah, you can see it.
Throw this stream into 1080p, guys, and you'll be able to see him perfectly. It's literally like a massive. It's like a plane. You can see the thing so clearly. It's crazy. But look at that. He's staring at the camera from behind a wall. If you see here, this is a break in a wall. Right up here.
Tell me that doesn't look like an alley.
Right. Well, so here's
And
this
tell
is
me-
trees.
This is where, right there, roughly, in that direction, you go to the right and down.
Is that where the building is?
That's where the building was where he got shot from.
You can see it, right? So you can see it. You can see that there's a person hidden there.
So I'm thinking up this, go up the building, go up
Right.
to the roof, go down to the third floor.
And then
'Cause
the bullet shot
Harvey
came in.
B.
this way.
Oswald is the guy who was officially said, "Oh, you killed JFK." Was actually, it was I think a library he was in, and back there was a library.
So I have a question for you guys. He's holding a camera.
Yeah, but why is he facing there?
Why is his camera facing the opposite direction than the convoy? The convoy is coming this direction. You can see here in this guy's hand. Actually, crazy. Streams are fun, guys. In this guy's hand, what does he have? It's not a camera, right? I don't see a camera. I can't see a camera. Only 720? Okay, 720. That's the best we're going to get on
yeah,
this.
that's the best we're gonna get.
So, why does he have something... What is he holding that we can't see?
That's so
Because
important.
so it's straight piped, right? It's straight
So
here,
it's
piped
like,
here.
if
What is?
we
I wonder. I just want to see something. German.
grenade.
Hold up. Boom.
Oh,
Guys, I'm not a German, but I just wanted to show you guys this. If you look at what he has in his hand, wife is taking his pick, but the wife has a child in her hand. The wife has a child. Look at that.
and tell me that doesn't look like
That's
fucking
a-
Trump. No,
I don't see it. I mean, I see the hairline. I don't see
The
anything else.
toupee and everything.
But here, this is what I'm referring to. See, look at a hand grenade. Yeah, this is a German hand grenade. Now, look at what he has. If I zoom in on this all the way, I zoomed in on the wrong window. If I zoom in on this all the way, you can see.
Can I see something?
Yeah, go
Once
ahead, be
you're
my
done.
guest. I will. I'm actually gonna zoom out here because I can't read chat anymore.
Okay.
He's either posing. He could be. I don't know. I think
No,
it's a camera,
I don't
but
know.
it does. I mean, I
So,
look at it again. I see a child
if it
with a
would be a
hat.
camera, let's see, 1960s cameras, I guess.
They were really bulky, man.
Fucking. Yeah, so if they look like this, that's a camera. What about?
Are the man and the woman like talking though? Are they holding their kids and talking? Because to me, it looked like first glance. Not gonna lie, it looks like a person.
Look at this. Okay, look at this.
Welcome back, now. Okay, so yeah, I see that. I see that. So that's a camera.
Video
Does
camera.
not look like a Stalin grenade. Stealing Hummer.
So if we look at this,
Looks like a speed trap.
yeah. What is it?
It's weird.
So, like, I guess the best thing would just be this.
So the closest thing we have is that, right?
This. So if we take relatively, that's kind of large, not like super large. When we go to this, you can kind of see the definition of the outline, like right here and right there. I don't know how to do Photoshop.
What are you trying to do? Like make a circle?
No. I'm just trying to outline it.
Ah,
But
outlining is difficult in this thing.
it is.
Actually is. This is why I don't make my own thumbnails. Thank you, FN2. Right there. Oh, bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
So right there, I don't know how well you guys can see it. We're zoomed in max, but that does look like Donald Trump. If I take, I want to see something. Oh, wrong.
Look up his father. Look up
I want to see
Bert.
side profile. Oh my bloody hell, that is all. Side profile Donald Trump, 1960s. Oh, he was a skinny boy back then. Wow. Oh, no, he was skinny, guys. Chat, he was really skinny.
But what happened to his goofy ass?
That's weird. Let me see. Why are there... So my question is, why are there no side profile... There's a monkey. We're not... I don't think that's important to show. My
Is
question
Donald
is...
Trump an alpha male?
Bloody hell. Why exactly are there side profiles of so many other media stars
Can I see something?
back in the 60s? But then, here, I will show you guys what we see when we get Donald Trump, right? This is exactly what we're... Bloody hell.
Not a single side profile.
There isn't a single side profile of Donald Trump at all.
Except like an angled one
My
right
hair
there.
is really messed up. He was in Little Rascals. Oh, he was too young back then, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, no, he was. He was the guy sitting on the bench with the rich son. But look, there's not a single side profile of him. And the only side profile we have is this.
But that's just us.
But that
yeah,
side
like
profile,
this.
yes, we did see this. The only side profile we have is this. But when we go back and we look at this image, it doesn't match because his hair comes over more. Why do I stream so late? Because that's how it is.
No, why
He was in Home Alone, that is true as well. Trump Jr., it's not possible. He looks really happy. The guy looks really happy. He was in a lot of movies. What's up? 1948, 2084 to 2008.
Fuck.
What are you doing? Do you mean to lower the sensitivity for you?
No, it's
You
fine.
non-high sensitivity?
So let's see. He was 71 when he died.
Trump is actually old. I'm not lying. Trump is actually a bit old.
I don't know.
Trump is 73 years old, guys. He's 73.
Oh.
That's our night thing. 3 a.m. for me, toxic. All right, good night.
Good night, bro. Okay, so let's move away from this.
I'm
guy.
sorry, but like in that back image, I am genuinely shocked to see that there is a man behind the wall staring directly at the camera.
Yeah, and same with this. Umbrella Man.
Only wanted the umbrella. What is that?
What the
Rocket launcher? Oh, they... When you guys look at the camera, it looks like he's watching me. I am watching you. This is this theory all along. 70. He's 73. 73? Yeah, 73 now. It's just... It's really... Everyone's picking... I'm surprised to see that the mainstream images aren't actually...
Yeah, right, go up.
Oh, look at that. I was correctamundo. They are looking directly away from the car when he is shot.
Oh, that's a child.
Yeah, so they're... You guys, loser, you're right. That is a child. So what's interesting to me is they're looking directly away when he's shot. Why is this guy already running to the car? Yeah, and why
that's because
are
he
the...
was shot. There were 3 bullets.
Okay.
3
So here's the other
bullets.
thing. Why are the cops not moving into action? I know it's a still image. But here's the thing. Why are they looking directly at the camera?
Look at that man.
Why is he down? And why are... So there's only selected people that are actually scared. Because if you... Link a new tab. Let's open the image. Oh, ooh, what's this? This
There it is, right there.
panorama.
That's where he was shot from. Oh.
God damn.
It's what you can just put your thing back. So that's...
No, I want to zoom in because you can see the outcropping of a person. So if he was shot from there, you can see the outcropping. You can see smoke here.
Oh, shit, you can.
And so that would... So what that would mean, right? In Kingsman. So what that would mean...
There, Umbrella Man, right there.
So here's Umbrella. And now the man I was talking about... Oh, so this photo was taken from the perspective of the man I was talking about. Or no, the man in front, sorry.
Where's that Donald Trump looking ass?
He's on the other side, because we had this side profile, not this side. Oh no, he's not even here.
Yeah.
So how is the artist rendering different from the photo rendering?
Probably because you wanted to make it more colorful.
Okay, let's open image. Okay, great, perfect, I can do this. So my thing is, we should be able to at least see. Here you can see smoke, right? But if he was shot from this side, yeah. So this road is actually straight. That means all the
Look
cars.
how many windows there are.
The car, yeah, that's true. The cars aren't around here. They are straight. This is a panorama.
And you can see. Okay.
They're straight.
Let me clear this thing. I'm going back to the route right here. This route was specifically designed by the FBI just so that he wouldn't be killed, right? But this route that they're taking with hella windows was super slow. Like, and I mean slow, like 5 mile an hour slow.
So he couldn't have gone faster.
He couldn't have gone faster.
Right.
Because you see, 1 corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, 4 corner. There's 4 corners. And all with 20,000 windows.
I need to pull this to the other side. I need to be able to monitor everything. Ooh, that's good. Right? So here's the interesting thing, is what I'm talking about. Does he have a mask? No, he does not. So if we're able to actually... I know it's really hard to see, guys. I'm sorry. It's hard for me too. It's hard for us to see. So if he was shot from this building, what we should be able to see, this is the American flag here. What we should be able to see is a slight fraction in a window, even though it's blurry, but we're on the pixel level, and if I go full pixel level, this window is the same as this window. This window, I hit the wrong button. This window is the same as that one. All of the windows are the same. So he couldn't have been shot from the building because, and let me tell you why, because there is literally no outcropping of a person. None. Right? But now, if we go over to... If we go over to this building... I know it's so hard to see this, chat. I'm sorry. Let's see. Perfect.
Oh,
all right. So here, this is the actual trajectory. Look at all of the windows. I want you guys to do a minute. Take a minute. Look at all the windows. Window, solid frame, solid frame, solid frame, smoke. The reason I can tell it's smoke is because this gray, it's discoloration from this gray. It's completely different. So when you look at that, that would be the actual trajectory of the bullet. That would mean that the bullet traveled from here. While JFK was driving, that would mean that the bullet would actually have to be shot here, therefore rendering it going straight through his head. Now, the thing that I struggle with that is that could have been a distraction because when we watched the video, if you guys remember, the bullet slammed into his face. It didn't slam into the side of his head because if it did, it would have hit his wife. Instead, it slammed into his face directly straight in.
Let me just take a moment here.
Because, I mean, it's...
There's one guy here.
Is there? Oh,
One.
I didn't notice that.
One person.
I was looking at the roof.
Why is he here when everyone else is over here?
My question is actually, look at this. I mean, you're right. But here, look at how populated, yeah? It is here. Look at how populated this is. Mist was? Yeah, he was. He was like looking at hot girls or something.
No, I'm just on Twitter.
He was. So why is it so populated here? Mist brings up a good point. Why is it so populated here? And then you go here, completely open. That would only be to alleviate the chances of harming a different person and instead hitting the exact target dead on. Military does it all the time, positioning people. But, I mean, oh, bloody hell. I will zoom in as much as I can with keeping it clear. So there is one person there. And on that part of the image, look at this. This is squared out. This is squared out. That's discoloration there.
And those are bushes all along.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the second smoke was found.
And the first smoke was here. So this would mean this was a distraction to make sure that the main people didn't notice it. Or they actually noticed this one first. So there could have been, we had these machines at the time.
There could have been 3 shooters.
There could have been 3. Could have.
So, if this was placed as a distraction with 3 different bullet shells on the ground to make it look like he fired all of them, because Lee Harvey Oswald was then later killed at the police station.
Right.
Yeah. So, if he disguised that, so it looks like there were technically only 2 shooters here and here, right?
Right.
And they discolored this so you couldn't see the smoke because they wanted you to only focus on this.
Right.
But how do I scroll out?
What do you mean zoom out?
Yeah, zoom.
Control and minus.
Okay. And then
There's another smoke.
so if if we take into consideration that he was shot from the back of his head,
Mm-hmm.
so
Because the
roughly
bullet
at an
did,
angle like this,
blood did spray out forward.
blood sprayed out
All right.
forward.
Nice to see you here, loser.
All right,
Nice
see you,
having
bro.
you.
See, if we can take that into consideration,
So I mean, look at this. I don't know if you noticed this. Look at that. There's a smoke. This is a new building. I hit the mic. I'm so sorry. There's a new building, and if you zoom in right here, look at that. You have a massive smoke shot right here. That's all smoke. And the only reason I can tell this is because of the discoloration. If you
Yeah.
look at the leaves on these trees, they are all far different from the leaves on this tree. What was the sniper used? Because there was a sniper. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick. Huh.
yep.
What kind of sniper is that? I just want to know. So each sniper does technically have its own spray. So I know this sounds like a video game thing, but when a rifle shoots, there is an explosion inside of the barrel, and that propels the bullet forward out of the barrel, and that also creates smoke. But it's definitive smoke because each cartridge has the same amount of gunpowder. Because it has the same amount of gunpowder, you're going to have a definitive smoke size over a duration of time. So what kind of model 9138? So it's an infantry rifle. Infantry, that's an important point. You can't buy military regulation guns as a citizen. You can't. So why would an infantry rifle be used in an assassination? The only reason for that is because of it being, I don't know, can we show
And then-
guns on this? Well, yeah, if you can do Call of Duty, you can do this.
Yeah. This is also the gun that killed Lee Harvey Oswald.
I want to see, you can keep doing that. I want to see if so
It's a
model 9138, right? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Infantry
Oh, that's blood.
rifle smoke.
We're definitely getting demonetized after this.
I'm already demonetized.
Hey, really?
Smoke output. I think that's what I do. So here's the thing. The only way you can gain access to military grade products is if you're in the military and if the product is given to you directly by the military.
Here's the thing. Lee Harvey Oswald was said to be incorporated with Russia.
But he was not, was he?
No, he was. He was part of the Russian military. That's why he was so good at infantry rifles.
But wasn't the only reason that you have that's an American infantry rifle, isn't it?
No,
Oh, I thought that
Russian.
was American.
He was Russian. Alright, so I think we're done with this conspiracy.
What do you guys? We can go Twin Towers next because that's
We can
really
go Twin
cool.
Towers or...
This is
What was the other
this is a military. This is U.S. military.
Really?
Yeah, it's a U.S. military
Oh.
firearm.
Damn, I thought it was Russian.
Yeah, this is a military U.S. military firearm. The only reason you'd have a U.S. military firearm is because it's given to you. We gotta switch to this because we've done this for so long.
Yeah, so let's
So
see. There's 9/11 or...
we could go straight to Twin Towers. That's actually a really interesting one. Not
Yeah.
many of you guys know this. 5% of Americans do. 3 buildings fell on 9/11. It wasn't 2, it was 3. Twin Towers video. If you guys don't like watching this stuff,
If you guys
please
have
don't.
like a weak stomach or anything,
It's very hard to watch.
you might want to just like...
I want
No.
the air perspective. That's what I want. Now my question is, 9/11 before you sleep? Yes, 9/11 before you sleep. So, gosh dang it.
Fucking cunt.
That's not what I wanted. Toxic. 9/11 aerial pictures. I don't want 9/11 aerial pictures. I want video.
Aerial shots.
I want aerial shot. Yes. Aerial perspective. There we. Oh, that's weird. It only gives me ground view.
Oh, aerial view. No, that's the smoke.
This might be it. We will. By the way, credit because I'm not trying to get copyrighted.
Altitude 9.
This
Thank
is-
you.
This is new. This isn't what I wanted.
This is in 2012. What the fuck? Sorry. Oh, twin infants found dead in car, foaming at the mouth.
Jesus
Gone
Christ.
inside all day.
I've never heard someone yawn so much. You guys have been really supportive on this stream, by the way. Like, thank you so much. It's great.
You know, maybe not for the first part, but
Well, for the next one, look over there. Don't share that, but look over there. That is really good.
it's really good. Alright,
So,
go back. Hold up.
we can't. I was going to
Tell
point
me.
that out.
Yeah.
If the planes came in at low level and we saw an explosion at mid level, 90 what floors up, why is the explosion stemming from the top of the building?
If this is a plane we're talking about,
It couldn't have gone
And
through
it came at-
47 steel girders.
yeah,
No
it
matter how
wouldn't
fast.
slice through.
Yeah, it literally sliced. I actually have. Let me go on my Instagram because I have these videos saved. I know. I'm not trying to self promote. I swear to God. Are you kidding me? There we go. I was like, if I got deleted, don't worry about anything you see here. Don't worry about
Put
it,
it on a
chat.
separate page.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I played porn once on stream. That was funny. You want me to send you any of these? Is this it? It's not it. It's not it. What's this? Not it. Not it. Oh wow.
Interesting.
Long night ahead. No, genuinely. Where is the?
Ooh. Oh. Go down. Down. Oh, you keep going down. I thought I saw something.
What is this? I just want to see what this is.
Oh, yes.
That's an eraser. Isn't this so interesting, chat, to watch us try and find? Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go on, you know what, we're going on YouTube. We're actually gonna go here. 9/11 event replay.
No, that's not it. That's the one.
Yep, we're gonna do this. So the reason I'm gonna do this one is because I've seen it before. It is 27 minutes long, guys.
We'll skip through it.
We will go directly. So that's the first plane apparently hit. So what's interesting is when they go around, they don't stay in one perspective. They consistently change perspective and consistently go around the sides. It is muted, by the way, so chat can't hear it.
One question. So a plane hits it. Why were there no plane debris?
But actually true.
There was no plane debris at all.
They do say it was vaporized, but that's impossible.
That's impossible. If it was vaporized, the heat from it would have melted it, and due to that, it wouldn't crash and fall. It would slowly disintegrate.
It would slowly just fall down the side of the building.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, what was the plane that hit it? What kind of plane? Or what did it say? What kind of plane?
It doesn't tell us.
Okay, we'll just play through this. We'll play through this. We do have a lot of time. I'm gonna open that up on my phone. Be safe. Alright, let's see. So the thing is, a lot of the victims of the 9/11 terror attacks actually did talk about how there was no plane. They literally said there was not a plane. No plane was in sight at all. And what they said instead was that there were explosions. Make sure you're on the right page, by the way. Explosions that went off. One of the people who survived, the guy was really shaken. He said there were explosions right above my head. So a plane wouldn't be explosions. A plane would be just a boom, not explosion. Explosions plural. Don't forget that. It would just be one single boom. One boom and it's over. Let me look something up because I need to find this out. What am I looking up? Something about what kind?
Okay. I want to know something. So, plane would crush, not slice, through steel. Why are there only certain parts of a building that have smoke coming out?
Well, that'd be from broken glass, most likely.
Yeah.
Because if you think of an explosive debris, it wouldn't
But
shatter
why would
every
only
window.
these one and this one.
Well,
'Cause
it
if
is
this is a
literally
plane-
targeted. It's not all of them.
Yeah, if this is a wasn't a plane at all, if this is a plane that hit, it would have sended waves of
Shockwaves.
through the entire building. So all the glass would break.
That's true. And if we look here, guys. Oh, bloody hell.
Fuck.
I hit the wrong button. If we look here. I'm slightly tired, sorry.
Same.
If we look right over here, what you notice is there's two cuts. 1, 2. When a plane hits, what happens is everything about the physical structure manipulates, and when it hits steel, for example, the steel would crush, but the shock waves would eventually be absorbed and it'd push back. So physics works, Newton's first law. I'm not going to go into it. Third law. My bad. So the thing is, that would mean, you see how this slice is separated from this slice? This part right here shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it should not be there.
A targeted explosion,
and if this were to slice completely through, this top building would fall off.
Yes, exactly. A plane hit, you make the sense. The wingspan of the plane should be larger than a building. These planes are massive. I'm going to look up what kind of plane hit it, but they're massive. So, what should have happened is the wings should have come through, and they should have sliced through this edge, and then what that would result in is a lean on the top of the tower, because the weight of the stress wouldn't be able to keep it up, and it would literally fall over. That's what would happen. But what we see here is we see 2 points of entry. The reason I know this is a point of entry is how the smoke is billowing out and how it's flat and curved. I don't know if you guys can see that. We can see it here. So, I mean, look, it's just, the point is, 9/11, everyone thinks it was a terror attack. It was not a terror attack. If it was, no plane would be allowed to leave the U.S. But immediately after, like during it, the plane that, what's his name? Osama bin Laden's brother was on was immediately allowed to fly off and leave. They could leave immediately. So, I mean, it's just, if we stay on the topic of explosions and I don't jump around, there is no possible way that it is just flat, perfectly sliced. A perfect slice doesn't exist when a plane hits. I'm going to find out what plane this was. Let me see. Doesn't even tell me what kind
We're
of plane.
about to get copyrighted by CNN.
I don't give a shit. I do, but like not that bad. Another thing is, if you actually look, guys, if you look at all the comments, I didn't see anyone jump. Oh my God, someone jumped. Left window. Right next to the smoke.
Fucking Christ.
So, if you guys want to know, that's America's own doing. That wasn't anyone else's doing, that was America.
Yeah.
I know it sounds bad. I know it
This
sounds terrible.
Isn't a plane.
It's not, because look at the explosion. If it was a plane, what we would see is we'd see a belly, we'd see the outcropping, and if it sliced through like they said it did, we would see a perfect plane image. But we don't. Reason we don't is because there was no plane.
Look at this. Only the top right here is engulfed in smoke. And let's say the plane was going at the trajectory like this. Part of this down here would also be engulfed in flames.
Exactly. It wouldn't be so perfectly.
Symmetrical.
Yes, exactly. I need to find out what kind of plane hit. And if you guys have ever seen an explosion of something, actually, you know what? Slow it down. Play it at 50%. You know how to do that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Play back. Yeah, 50. Let's run that. We'll just run it through. So the thing is, if you look at this explosion, when an explosion occurs, it is an outburst of energy and it's omnidirectional, meaning all directions. So that would mean that there would actually be blasts out of every side of the building at different angles and different trajectories, rather than specific, perfectly oriented slices. These, as you can see, are on specific floors, not multiple, specific. So, let's run this through now at 50 and see where this goes. Now I'm gonna pause it right here. You can see it go behind building.
Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow.
It would have entered straight through, and if it sliced through like they said they did, it would have come out the other side, half intact.
Okay. Look how fast it's going.
Mm-hmm. Now that's where it hits.
Why is the explosion way after?
Well, I mean, there is also. Let's throw this down to the 25%. I want to make it as slow as possible. These streams are really fun, guys.
They are actually pretty fun.
These are pretty fun. We're running this at like 10 frames. We'll full screen this for you guys. Okay, perfecto. I know it's slow. We need it to be slow.
Yeah.
What should we? When I think about it, what should we do next?
Oh shit. Okay, look at the direction it's going.
It is going angled sideways.
It's an angle.
So what that would mean is we should have an explosion come out of the top by the first wing because that's where the engine is placed. There is no explosion at the top. The explosion is perfectly side. So if we play through this now, I don't know if they've cut this. We should be able to see this building right here. This is building 3 on ground 0. That also fell. But no one knows that. Only 5% of Americans do. Is this mic, by the way, Chad, is this mic good? I want to know that because I might use this to stream. I know it's like a weird thing to say.
And just have it like over here.
Honestly, I could actually have to get a new buoy arm.
Yeah.
It's kind of, for us, we're not investigators or anything, but this information is actually hard to look at.
It actually is.
9/11 building 3. Let's see. Here we go. It's pretty nice. Okay, cool.
Was that one also hit by a plane or just bombed?
No, it was bombed. So, guys, I don't know if you guys know how building demo works. What they do is they put explosives throughout the bottom. That way the structure falls in on itself because it's structurally lacking and frail. So what that means is if you watch as this building falls, it shouldn't fall at all. If only building 1 and 2 are hit, which is Twin Tower 1 and Twin Tower 2, that means building 3 shouldn't fall at all because there was absolutely no debris that was found hitting building 3. And if it was debris, it'd literally be the wing. A wing can't fell a massive building like this. And if you look at the way that it fell, I don't know if you guys can see this, it falls sideways, not flat. It falls sideways completely. The reason it falls sideways completely is because lacking structural integrity on the right side, flipping it over sideways. It's a really speculative. Tough to watch, honestly.
So
Because there were so many lives that were lost from this. And
because of America's own doing.
right.
All of our terrorist attacks are mostly us.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know this, a lot of U.S. history, we invade other countries and then say we don't like you, and then we mess them up.
Okay, I want to look at something. So, I remember watching this video. 9/11.
I might open up a YouTube stream as well.
Video.
Guys, we are going to get on to one of my favorite topics soon, and that is UFOs, aliens. I'm a geek when it comes to that shit. I'm so much of a geek. It's like, you're kind of too much of a geek. I'm going to go ahead and open up an Instagram live stream as well. So this will be hopefully more interesting. Huh, kind of cute. What do you have, like 8 out of 10? 9 out of 10?
Wait, who's that?
Amanda Kearney.
Oh, have you seen
Conspiracy stream.
1 second, guys.
Let me put this here. It will. Wow, this isn't
Ooh,
correct.
nuzzles. Okay.
I'm gonna move this monitor this way and put this here. And actually, I don't know where I'm gonna put this.
Now I'll show you later. 11 years later.
So it took 11 years to find debris from a plane. Baby, because this is the only time we were able to do it. This is the only time we were able to do it, man. Oh, fuck. I dropped my phone.
What's it called? Fuck. Lights.
I'm going to go grab a cookie. Bloody hell. I'm gonna go grab a cookie.
Okay, can you?
I will be. You want one? Do we have? I ate all the cookies. I know the cookies. I'm actually gonna grab some food though. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
go get some food first.
Well, then just sleep. Leave the stream running and sleep.
Just sleep, bro. We don't really care. You can always watch it later.
You want chips?
Yeah, I'll take a chip. Fine. Oh fuck! What's it called? Oh, you know. So 9, 11. Fucking. Let's see this. $2011? No, there were no. Jesus. Fuck. It takes them 11 years just to find one part of a landing thing? That could have been 11 years, right? Yep.
What did I miss? I think I missed a lot, didn't I?
A little bit.
Chat's
But,
still not active, that's okay. Me.
Okay.
Alright, there's 3 different types of Pringles. I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
I'll tell you what I find. Let me see something really quick. So, steel rusts, obviously. Steel road. onto something. So this could have been an older landing gear that had rust initially on it, but it had 11 years. Keep in mind, this is a long ass fucking time. I'm thinking it was placed there.
I thought you were telling me about my fucking going to the bathroom was taking too long. I'm like, shut up.
No. It was placed there. I think
What?
it's placed there. Look. So, I looked it up. Can stainless steel corrode? Because that's what landing gears are made of. And it
Yeah.
can't. After a long time, though.
Right.
Look at this. None of it's corroded. It's just rusted
Where
over.
was it found?
Between two buildings. Look at this.
It's impossible.
Which was built over, keep in mind.
Oh, it was built over.
Between here.
The landing gear. So mysteriously, it was built over.
Twin towers are way over here.
So if the, let's take a minute to think about this. The trajectory, the landing gear would be in the bottom of the plane at this time, as they flew it for a few minutes before hitting the building. So that means the landing gear would still be inside the plane. So when it hit the building, and if it disintegrated, everything disintegrated with it, right? So that means that the landing gear couldn't travel a few blocks to the next section of buildings. It would have to be intelligently placed there in order to keep the disintegrated plane unfound.
And it would have been smashed, but it looks completely intact.
It is completely intact. There is literally nothing wrong
Only
with
some
it.
rust.
There was literally nothing wrong with it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I'm just saying, man.
I don't know what to say. I literally don't.
It's interesting. I don't know. But I feel like there's not much else to talk about for now.
There isn't. It's literally a building a plane. JFK, we had people positioning.
This one's just bombs and
We have you heard of Project Blue Book?
no.
Oh hell yeah!
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go to the first case of abduction. I'm gonna mute the mic for a minute. All right, perfect. So, I want to point something out. The Betty Hill and Barney Hill UFO case file, I know you could hear that in the background, is one of the most infamous UFO abduction cases, and this is because two people claim to have been abducted by extraterrestrials and then spend time on an extraterrestrial ship with extraterrestrial members. So, I'm really hungry. So, they went into reverse or hypnosis, and what that does is that allows the person 2. Why is the bitrate 0? Why would it be 0? Bullshit. So the person to access memories in the past that they can't access anymore because it's either traumatized them or it has been erased from their memories. I don't want to break yours like I already hit the mic once. So, we can read through this. You guys can read through it. I will zoom in slightly more because I don't know if you can see that well. And we will actually just listen to the tapes. I think that's what we're going to do. That is exactly what we're going to do.
Pause this. I just think it's a connection. Fuck. Pause it. Go back to the tapes. 1961. Coincidentally, one day before the Area 51 raid. And this is also during those 18-year time period.
This will be 36 years exact later. Or 40, no. Bloody hell. 44.
Yeah.
54 years later. Hold on. What would 54 be? 18. Oh, that would actually be exactly Area 51 raid. That's sketchy. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
That is sketchy. I will go ahead now. I will play the tapes. UFO history, I do give you full credit. You've never heard these tapes. So, we will listen to the tapes.
We can mute our mic.
Yeah. We can. We will be muted. If you guys have questions, literally type in the chat. We will respond. I will type, if you have questions, type in the chat every 10 minutes to let you guys know. So, let's get on with this.
Put full volume.
And I'm not really too afraid. Except right now I am. At that time I didn't feel afraid.
Why are you crying if you're not afraid?
I'm afraid now, but I was.
Oh,
I don't. I wasn't afraid. I was afraid when I saw the men in the road.
Men in the road.
I never been so afraid in my life.
Tell me about the men in the road. It's all right now. You're safe here. Tell me about the men in the road.
We're driving along. We're on a Todd road, and all of a sudden, without any warning or any reason or rhyme or anything, Bonnie made a. He almost the brakes. I think he was squealed. He stopped so suddenly and made this sharp left-hand turn to the highway, and we went onto this narrow road. I was wondering what he was doing down here, but he wasn't saying anything, and I wasn't. I figured, well, maybe we're lost, but so what? We'll come out somewhere. And we're going along, and there was a sharp curve in the road, and as we went around the curve, there were trees. There were a lot of tall trees on my side. I don't know about Bonnie's side of the road, but there was these men standing in the highway, and I wasn't too afraid when I saw them. They were standing there, and I thought, well, there was several. There was, I don't know. And they were just, you couldn't get a good look at them. And then I thought, well, are they in a car and the car broken down, or what are they doing there? And Bonnie, of course, had to stop. And then he stops the car, and these men started to come up to the car. They separated. They came up in two groups, I can get away from this. If I get the car door open, I can run in the woods and hide. And I'm thinking it, and I just put my hand on the car door and open it. And the men come up and they open it for me. And they open the car door. And there's not very big men. And there's 1, 2, 3 next to me. And then there's 2 men behind them.
I didn't hear that.
2 men. There's a car door, and there's 1, 2, 3 men.
Yep.
And then there's 1, 2 more behind them.
Yes.
And one man puts his hand out.
Go on.
I don't know what happened.
You can remember everything now. What do these men look like? Could you see their faces?
No.
How were they dressed?
Alike, somehow or other.
Did they have on any uniform, or were they in ordinary clothes?
More like a uniform.
Uniform. Does it resemble any uniform you know?
I couldn't see. There's a couple of men behind me, and then there's Barney, and there's a man on each side of him, and my eyes are open. My body's still asleep. He's walking and he's asleep. And then I begin to get mad. And they go, who the heck are these characters and what do they think they're doing? And so I turn around and I say, Barney, wake up. Barney, why don't you wake up? And he doesn't pay any attention. He keeps walking. And I keep going a little bit further, and I turn around and I say his name again, Barney, wake up. And he doesn't pay any attention. And then the man who's walking beside me here says, oh, is his name Barney? And I turned around and I looked at this man, and I figured it's none of his business. So I didn't speak to him. Did we keep walking? And I try to wake Barney up again. I keep saying, Barney, wake up. And he doesn't. So the man said, he asked me again, he said, is Barney his name? Then I wouldn't ask him, so that he says, don't be afraid. You don't have any reason to be afraid. We're not going to harm you. But we just want to do some tests. When the tests are over with, we'll take you and Bonnie back and put you in your car, and you'll be on your way back home in no time. And so I mean, he was sort of reassuring in a way, but I can't say that I trusted what he said. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and we kept walking, and the body was still asleep, and then...
You mean he was walking in his sleep?
Yeah, he was just like sleepwalking.
These men spoke good English?
Only one spoke, the one who was on my left. And he said... And then he was more or less... He had an accent. He had sort of a foreign accent. But he was very, businesslike. And so then we kept walking, and we came to a clearing. And there was we came to the clearing, and there was I wish it was lighter so I could get a better picture of that. There was a ramp and a door. There was the object was on the ground.
The object was on the ground.
Yeah, I think it was the same one I was watching in the sky. And there were trees, and there was a path, and there was this clearing. And this object the clearing I could see just about filled up the clearing. And they're taking me up to the object. Now, I don't want to go on it. I don't know what's going to happen if I go on it. I don't want to go. And I go up the ramp, and I go inside, and there's a corridor to the left. We go up the corridor. And there's a room, and they sat to take me in the room. Some of the men come in the room with this man who speaks English and me. They stay for a minute. I don't know who they are. I guess maybe they're the crew. But they only stay for a minute. And the man who speaks English is there. And another man comes in. I haven't seen him before. I think he's a doctor. And I came in the door. And I think he's got, I don't know how our nervous system is, but I hope that we'll never have nerve enough to go around kidnapping people right off the highways like he's done. And he tells me to take off my dress. And he told me to take off my dress, and then before I even have a chance hardly to stand up to do it, the examiner my dress has a zipper down the back. Down the back? Yeah, it has a zipper down the back. And the examiner unzips my dress. It goes way down to my waist, the zipper does. And so I slip my dress off. And so I don't have my dress or my shoes on. And there's a next over away the stool, and then there's sort of in the middle of the room is a table, some kind of a table. It's not up very high, about the same height as the desk. So I lie down on the table on my back, and he brings over this how can I describe it? They're like needles. There's a whole cluster of needles, and each needle has a wire running from it. So then they roll me over on my back. And the examiner has a long needle in his hand. And I see the needle. And it's bigger than any needle I've ever seen. And I asked him what he's going to do with it. And he said, just a simple test, it won't hurt me. And I asked him what. And he said he just wants to put it in my navel. And it's just a simple test. And I don't know it will hurt. Don't do it. Don't do it. And even though it won't hurt. And he sticks a needle into my navel. And I'm crying, and I tell him it's hurting, take it out. And then the leader, he goes over and he puts his hand, runs his hand in front of my eyes. And he says, I'll be all right. I won't feel it. And all the pain goes away. Dad. Dad. But I still, the pain goes away, but I'm still sore from where they put I don't know why they put that long needle into my navel. I tried to tell them they shouldn't do it. But
did they make any sexual advances to you?
No.
They didn't.
No. I asked the leader, I said, why did they stick the needle in my navel? And he said it was a pregnancy test. And I said, well, I don't know what they expected, but that was no pregnancy test here. And he didn't say any more. So, the examiner he helped me get up off the table, and I swung around, and he gave me my shoes, and I put those on and got down on the floor, and my dress was there, and I put my dress on, and I was going to zip it up, and he took a hold of the zipper at the top and pulled it up, and then, I said, I can go now. I can go back to the car. And he said, Barney isn't ready yet. And so then I began to get worried, and I asked him why it was taking so long with Barney. And he said, well, they were doing a few more tests with him, but he'd be right along in a minute. And there was a cabinet there, and the doctor, the examiner, he had gone out of the room. There was just the leader and me there.
So there was a doctor there, you say?
And the man who did the examining, he did the testing, and he left. And so there was just the leader and me. And so I felt, I was grateful to him because he had stopped my pain, and now I wasn't afraid at all. And so I started talking with the leader, and I said to him that this had been quite an experience. It was unbelievable that no one would ever believe me, and that most people didn't even know he was alive, and that what I needed was some proof that this had really happened. So he laughed, and he said, well, what kind of proof did I want? What would I like? And I said, well, if he could give me something to take back with me, then people would believe it. And so he told me to look around, and maybe I could find something I would like to take. And I did, and there wasn't much around, but on the cabinet there was a book, a fairly big book. So I put my hand on the book and I said, could I have this?
Oh, we
The
are
leader
back. Well, I
laughed,
am. Mist might stay
and
asleep,
he
but I'm not.
asked me if I thought I could.
I didn't sleep at all yesterday.
Did you not actually?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I'm still fucking.
Alright, well then. I think we will run the stream for a little bit. And,
Aliens over you?
Mist is actually passed out. Oh, a stream is really fun though. Not even gonna lie, this is no shit, a lot of fun. Really good stream. So, you guys know that there's a lot of conspiracy theories about aliens, and some groups that have those conspiracy theories, for instance. Are you gonna try and sleep? Okay. I'm gonna enter the stream in 5 minutes. By the way, Sophie, thank you for stopping by the stream. There's a lot of theories, and for example, one of these abduction cases was actually formulated by Benny and Barney Hill, and what they claimed happened is they claimed they were driving home. They were driving through a mountain pass, and what happened in that mountain pass is they were abducted by a group of extraterrestrials, which we call the albinos, and they are a group of very tall, white, Nordic-looking beings, which
So me without the tallness.
you, but like 3 feet higher, not
Yeah.
not with the baby voice. And so these aliens abducted them, and then they performed experiments on them. But because we assumed this group of aliens was new to humankind, they didn't understand exactly how the body works and why certain things were happening rather than other things happening. And the interesting thing about that is that it's been proven over time, or it's been at least suggested over time, that there are a group of extraterrestrials who monitor humanity and make adjustments within the human genome when needed. So the interesting part about this is that the man, Barney Hill, when he filed his report with Project Blue Book, him and his wife, Betty and Barney Hill, or Barney and Betty Hill, they filed the report with Project Blue Book. They investigated this. They were in the office, and according to the TV series, and I'm not saying like I trust the TV series fully, but according to that, within the what do you call it? During the investigation, they found something in Barney Hill's neck, and that was a small nickel-sized piece of metal that was seeming to sort of impede his memory. Now, Betty Hill, they didn't find this, but with Barney Hill, they did find this. Now, what's interesting is once that was removed, there was no longer any memory loss or any mishaps with his memory, and rather than memory loss, it was simply just blanks. So, what I personally believe is that this chip was implanted into his neck in order to prevent his neurological pathways from getting back to certain specific memories rather than you blend in with the bed, by the way, rather than
I'm fucking higher.
it looks like you're the bed man. That's what it looks like. It looks like you're dead ass humping the bed. I can barely continue this.
All we're saying is that these extraterrestrials.
We're gonna run. Okay, I am tired. Mist is tired. I'm gonna play some Forza. But I'm gonna have to stream here. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I'm down to do another one, but
Next week,
yeah.
not this week.
Oh,
Well, next week is this week is the week coming up, but not like today to tomorrow. This is a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I will see you all in the next stream. Thank you guys all for the incredible support, and I will see you all later. Peace.